Well, hello everybody. Welcome out there to my studio here in York, Maine. It's kind of a dreary day out there, so I thought I'd jump on here and talk a little bit about my current March fundraiser for Fuzzy Angel Portraits. My name is Meredith. If you don't know me, I am the artist at Fuzzy Angel Portraits. I paint pet portraits for people. And this month, I am highlighting the pets from the Animal Welfare Society in conjunction with my fundraiser for the Companions for Life Fund. And there'll be more information in the video about that as we go forward. So this month I did past week, I did a portrait of Jerry, and that's what this video will highlight, as you saw in the first slide. So this is Jerry, and this is his painting. There'll be a clearer picture on the slides in a moment. And I'm working on Yukon. He's also in the adoptable pets at the Animal Welfare Society, and so is Fish Sticks. I believe Fish Sticks is still available. He may have already been adopted. I'm not sure. Somebody can let me know. And also behind me over my head is Kane. He was also on their page for adoption. So they put some fabulous photos on their website, and I wanted to highlight pets that are available to find forever homes. So please let me know if you do adopt any of these pets or you found them through my website or my YouTube videos. Okay, so let me go back to the screen we were on. There's Jerry right there. And here I am. Hi. Okay, so now you can see on the screen, this is Jerry's photo, and that is the final painting next to him. But again, I just wanted to highlight the March fundraiser goes directly, a portion of your sale. So every commission that I take in the month of March will go $5 of that sale will go to the Companions for Life Fund. And this is a fund that Animal Welfare Society created to help people with veterinary bills and care. So it's a vet clinic. So reach out and check that out. The link is in the description below. So the next slide is going to be back to Jerry. He is available for adoption. And it will start with the first stage of his portrait, which is the charcoal drawing. So here's just a snapshot of a quick loose drawing that I do on the 8x8 canvases. I use canvas panels. Here is a quick shot of me mixing the paint on my palette. I actually mix my black paint. I don't use black out of a tube. I prefer to do the brown and blue combination. And there's a shot of the paint itself. And the next slide, I start diving into actually creating the first stage of Jerry's painting. So if you follow me on any of my social media, you may have already seen some of these time-lapse videos. I tend to post them as I'm working on pieces so people can understand and get a better sense of how their portrait would start and get completed on my easel. So this is a really fun, kind of a half-hour stage, just quickly blocking in color, establishing the basic structures of his facial features. And then I add in a background color here. You can see the blue tone. This really helps define the face shape. And I find that because I focus mostly on the face, the background color does matter to make the face kind of pop and come alive on the canvas. So I like to just use a complementary color. Usually a solid color. I will paint in suggestions of things in the background, but I prefer just a blocked in color, as you can see here. So this is his first stage, and then that dries over a couple of days. It's oil paint, so everything stays wet for at least 24 hours. And then once it's dry, I can get set up for the stage 2, which is more a layer of details because I've already put the base down on the canvas, as you can see here. So here I am getting set up for stage 2. I'm going to add some details to the pet portrait. And if you're interested in booking a portrait, just make sure you send a nice clear photo, as we'll see Jerry's photo again in the end of the video next to the portrait. But here you can see I'm just using I take my time usually on this stage, the next couple of stages, just to add some details and layers. Um, it usually takes me at least a couple hours. It's a very intuitive process. I don't use a formula really. I just let the portrait kind of tell me what it wants. So there's a lot of back and forth. But I will take it only as so far that I don't want to lose any of my, I don't want to blend it too much, and that way you lose some of those like crisper lines of the brush strokes. So there is kind of a stopping point. But my paintings average 2 to 3 weeks, I would say. 2 to create and then another week to dry, and then I can ship it out. Or if you're local, I connect with people locally that way too. So after that stage, I did go back in and add a few more details of fur and whiskers and things like that. So this slide is not time-lapsed, but it does show me putting the final signature, meaning the portrait is completed. And then I just kind of went through and did like a close-up shot of the details of the painting so you can actually see the brush strokes that I use. I'm not a photorealistic painter. I like to have the paint actually look like paint on the canvas, so that's what I prefer. Um, as you can see on that slide right there through, it's a narrow view because I use my cell phone, but it works. Um, and there he is. And then the next slide will show him in his full painted glory. Again, Jerry is available for adoption. And if you are booking a portrait with me, keep that in mind because this is a perfect time to get a Mother's Day portrait. It's not until May, but again, it takes a couple of weeks for me to create. It's one of a kind, all custom paintings of pets. So keep that in mind. So there it is. And that'll be posted up on my webpage and part of my collection of samples that I bring to my craft shows, which will be starting next month. The schedule is on my website. So again, this is all about the fundraiser for March. A portion of your commission, if you commission a portrait with me, which I hope you do, because I think everybody should have a portrait. A portion of it will go for the Companions for Life Fund, which is there on the screen, and it helps people pay for their veterinary care, which is so important. You can find the description to it in a link to it in the description below, and check that out on their website directly. And I hope that you'll reach out and connect with me. You can always find me on my website, which is the fuzzyangelportraits.com. Right there is the slide. And if you wanted to commission me for a portrait, the first thing you'd want to do is email me right here at fuzzyangelportraits@gmail.com. So let's see. I will go to the big screen to sign off. I really appreciate everybody watching today. That was just so much fun just to put this little presentation together. So check out that information online. Here I am. Hello. Again, so I am an oil painter. This month is a March fundraiser for the Animal Welfare Society. Please reach out and connect with me, and I really appreciate so much love and so much support I've been getting all throughout my career as a pet portrait artist. I think it's really important that people consider getting a portrait, even if they don't get it from me. Just find an artist that you connect with and definitely get something done of your little fuzzy angel. Again, thank you for watching, and I look forward to catching you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.